Hi there and welcome to Colin Has a Lot of Free Time to Bake. Today's bake is inspired by this snazzy little number which I purchased from Miss Vicki Death on Etsy.com. That's Etsy.com and you search for Vicki Death. Oh hello. Our tale begins on a dark and stormy night. And it involves a man, Mr. Ian Ball. He was driving home to his wife, who was making cupcakes for the local orphans, but his car broke down. Oh no, my car is broken down on this dark and stormy night just outside of Paris. Excuse me, you, behind the tree. Can you hear me? I need your help. Can you help me? You, madam, my car is broken down and I'm wondering if you could possibly help me. It's terribly rainy out here and I'm just wondering if you could possibly help me and push my car.
No.
I was only asking for help. There's no need to be so mean. What are you doing? What? No! No! Ah! Get back, you old hag! No! No!
Ah, my eye!
No!
I'll get you for this!
Mr. I. Ball remembered that he was part of a motoring club, and then they came and repaired his car and he got home. He was safe. Or so he thought. Honey, I'm home. It was a dreadful night. It was terribly and rainy and the car broke down, but it's okay, it's fixed now. I did get into some sort of kerfuffle with an old lady in the middle of the street. She wasn't very happy and she attacked me. What are you up to?
I'm making cakes for the orphans.
Oh, well that sounds delightful. Why don't I give you a hand? Please tell me what's involved in your cupcake making. Well, first off, I see that you've preheated the oven to 180 degrees. You cream together 220 grams of both butter and sugar? So my dear, you add 4 eggs, but you add them in gradually, is that correct?
Yes.
And you've put some vanilla extract in there. I'll tell you what, I'll add the 220 grams of self-raising flour and fold it into the mixture. Oh my, it looks a little too thick for cupcake mixture.
Well, why don't you just add 1 to 2 teaspoons of milk, honey?
Oh, this part is always so labour-intensive.
Well, why don't you just use magic, honey?
How can I use magic? How can you use magic? Wait a minute, does this mean that you're the witch?
Yes, it's me.
Give me back my eye. I don't have your eye.
Now that I have my eyes back, I can use your eyes for my secret ingredient.
No, get back, no. The witch had taken him hostage and was using him for part of her cupcake recipe. Oh, where am I? What are you doing with that syringe? No! No!
My other cupcakes are ready.
Not so fast, you old hag. I may have one eye, but you're going in the oven with them. So with the witch in the oven, he was finally safe. Or so he thought. Thank you very much for coming round with me after my wife's funeral. It was such a terrible ordeal. Would you like something to eat? Some scrambled eggs, perhaps? Well, that took a little bit of a strange turn. Welcome back. I'm just going to run through a few more things. I made the jam myself for today's recipe, so the following is a little instruction of how to make that. In addition to the cupcakes, we need to make some jam. So follow me into the kitchen, will you? And we'll show you how to make some jam. We have raspberries, of which you need a whole kilogram of raspberries. I'm using half the raspberries just now because it says to tip half the raspberries into a pan and then add half the sugar.
I'm quite close to you here.
No, hello. And then,
I'm in the sink right now.
So, you're supposed to add half the raspberries and lemon juice, which is the juice from a whole lemon, but I'm just using the lemon juice. So skillful. You can stop now.
So
Mash. Put this into a sieve to get rid of all the juice and the pulp because we're using that for the jam. So now you put the juice back into the pan, but not over the heat, just into the pan. Y'all ready for this? Kilogram of sugar.
Oh my god.
Diabetes with your jam? Oh, it looks like a slushy. So now I have to add the rest of the raspberries over a low heat. I'm going to put it down a little bit lower just because it's really hard to tell on an electric one. So here's over the raspberries. You need their own theme tune because they're raspberries.
Oh god. That's the most terrifying thing I've ever seen.
Once all the raspberries are in, you're supposed to bring it to the boil for 5 minutes, and then once that happens, you're supposed to test to see what it looks like jam-wise. Let's give a test now. Jamming.
Oh god.
We're jamming, la 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 la.
What's happening,
Bubble,
Colin?
bubble, toil and trouble. So to test the jam, you need your cold plate, which you've put in the fridge before, and you tip a bit on, and then wait to see if it solidifies, and then turns into jam. You've got to move it back and forth to check the consistency, and I'm not really sure what else it's actually doing, but it says to do this in the instructions. Oh, it's stick quick.
There we go.
Oh.
Does it taste like jam?
It tastes like jam now, yeah.
Oh, it feels jam-like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So ta-da! Jam!
Woo!
There were 3 different recipes used today. The first recipe is from bbc.co.uk/food. The raspberry jam recipe can be found from bbcgoodfood.com. The frosting I have made before using shewhobakes.co.uk's recipe. Here's a quick recap of exactly how to make it. The frosting for the cupcakes is 180 grams of unsalted butter, 250 grams of cream cheese. You blend that together. Then you add the icing sugar, which is 400 grams of that. After they've been all blended together, add the jam, 100 grams, and a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Once you've made the frosting, if you just pipe it on and then decorate, I use sprinkles and eyeballs. So thank you for joining me. My name is Colin, and this is Colin Has a Lot of Free Time to Bake. My help for today was Miss Sophie. She's been wonderful, but she's unfortunately gone. Don't have nightmares.